Today I'm going to show you the printmaking process. The printmaking process, when we use styrofoam like this, we'll push and press our image into the foam, and you should have already printed out your picture. That's the best way. You want to tape it on top of this thin styrofoam, and then you want to take a pen and just draw right on top. And then when you're done pressing on top of the paper, you want to lift this back and then press into the lines with a little bit more pressure so they're deeper. And it doesn't matter that the ink is showing, that doesn't matter. It's not necessary either. What's necessary is that the line is really deep, but not cut and pressing through. We don't want to ruin the styrofoam. If for some reason that something happens to your foam, I think I did give you a spare one in case something happens. So now that that's ready, okay, and I have one here that I already started, we're going to print. So if you're home, I'm going to show you two different ways that you can print. One is using markers, and I like the thicker markers. You can use skinny markers, I'll show you, like this size, but the thicker ones do work faster and I think better. So the other thing that you can use is watercolor. I'm not that impressed with the watercolor results. You're better off doing markers. And the whole key to printmaking is that you can print the same thing over and over and over again in different ways. So what I'm going to do is cover. See, I've been going in like a diagonal type of pattern like this, and you're going to cover the whole thing. And I actually kind of like to mix similar colors, which just looks neat. You could use one color, that's fine too. We're aiming for about, I always go a little bit more. I like 4 prints, I think, for this project, so you can experiment. But you can print more than normal. So I like to actually say print 5 times, like the yellow, there we go. Print 5 times, so this way if you mess up, you have an extra. So, and I just keep changing colors. This is what I'm doing. This is not what you have to do. Like I said, you can cover, you know, you could go in a different direction. With the marker, you are going to see the streaks. So, you know, pick a direction, and I think maybe stick with it. Or you can even do like a pattern almost. But you do want to cover the whole thing. And then what I'm going to do is take a piece of paper. Now, you can print right into your sketchbook, okay? So you can just take this, take the foam, right? And let's say this is my sketchbook. And then what you're going to do is gently place it down right onto your paper and push really hard. You don't want to tear it, but you do want to push. And then when you lift it up, it'll transfer to your book. Okay? You can make a whole bunch like that. I did one earlier. For some reason it came out better. I don't know if maybe I put more marker down, but the idea is that the lines that are pushed in will not grab the marker, and only the surface will actually grab the marker. So now to clean this up, I'm going to take some tissue with a little bit of water. It's a little damp. And you can wipe this up and you're ready for the next one. Actually, I wonder if that might make something cool too. Ooh. Let me take my paper. Not as cool as I thought. Okay. But you can experiment and play around. I'm just going to clean this up. And now the second thing that you can try is the watercolor. The thing with watercolor, this is a brush that you can use a bucket of water. This is a brush that happens to squeeze out water, which is kind of neat, but you don't need that. You just need a brush with water, a bucket of water or a cup of water, and gently drag the brush across. It is going to get into the cracks. That's the only issue. When you use too much water, it does get into the cracks. And I can add some other colors. I'm trying to keep the watercolor like a little thick and not thin it out so much, but let's see what we get. Oh, that kind of looked nice. Lightly drag, right? And then I'm going to take a piece of paper from my sketchbook. Now I want to flip this and don't move it. So once it touches the paper, don't move. And just press and then lift. Oh, not bad. Not bad. So you can see the actual outline. That's good. That's good. If that wasn't the case, because I did do one that didn't actually work. Okay, you can see it didn't print. You could take like a black marker or black Sharpie and go over your lines if you see them. My design is like really simple, so, but it might give you a cool, effect. You can draw on top of that.